Let's do it.
What up? What up, guys?
Oh, really?
Welcome to If They Won't Listen to episode 40. What question you just asked Leah and Spencer? And welcome back, Spencer. To anyone who's actually,
Welcome back,
have a-
Spencer. Hey.
Welcome back.
He's
Thank
back.
you, gentlemen.
He
Thank
came
you.
back from his journey from Tibet, and now he's enlightened on Greek Orthodox. It's amazing. Well, what?
Yeah, I pulled a real Brad Pitt with the Tibet scene. It was a grand
Wow.
old time. Yeah, but thanks a lot for welcoming me back. It's good to be back. Nice to see you all. I like your new setup, Rich. You
Oh
got
yeah,
some
new
big
place.
stuff going on. Yeah,
Big
yeah.
stuff.
Love it.
Big
Love it.
stuff. Super
Leon,
happy.
I could see you move the camera a bit. I like the new images you got going on in the background. I could see some cool little foxy animals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's
There's
really cool.
There's a little My Little Pony.
My little oh, we got a Bob Burgers fan.
Bob's I fucking love Bob's Burgers. I got some ponies. I got a Digimon. Some of this is my wife's, and then some of this is mine. I'll let you guys figure it out.
Far out.
Absolutely. Yeah, dude. I had a crazy weekend. I went clubbing.
Yeah, that's right.
My
So,
first
so what's the club scene nowadays?
dude, it's fucking pretty badass. Everyone says they're vaccinated and no one wears masks.
All right, but here's the question. Here's the question. Was it was it a sword fight, or was it a good ratio of women?
Well, I slept alone and my roommate had the threesome. So it
was a sword fight.
No, it was dual taco and him. I don't know how to
He
say
was the
that.
beef in that burrito.
He was the beef in that chalupa. But no, dude, a shitload of firsts for me. My first casino, I went to the Saratoga racetrack. It's a completely electronic, no tables, but they can seat like 3,500 people on slots and shit. And we got Leon mid laugh in a bit rate lag, hilarious. But yeah,
How'd you like gambling, Rich? How'd you like it?
it was I need the aesthetic of cards. I think to me it would be much more of a thing if I could wear sunglasses at a table next to a guy in a cowboy hat and fucking sling some cards. I think that would be way better. But electronically it was really cool. It takes me out of it going with a buddy and having the big plexiglass in between people,
Oh boy.
because like I gotta lean back, but around the plexiglass. But really fucking cool. And I played blackjack, and I lost a bit of money and got a bit of money back, and really cool. And then so we went from clubbing to my first bar crawl, and so I went to I went to more than 6, but I finished a whole drink at least 6 different bars before I lost consciousness.
Do you remember each drink at each bar?
Of those 6, there was probably 7, 8 or 9, but that part of the night's a little gone. But yeah, no, I freaking, they're just like the names of the bars and the places. Like I knew where they were, and I probably could have counted them, but by the end of the night, I was jumping dance floor to dance floor. We were sometimes in a place for 10 seconds, walk in, turn around. Whoa! We walked into one place. There was like 8 people at the beginning of the night, like a few hours before the club scene happened. And there was an old guy with an ice pack on his head from the bartender, and just everyone around was in a weird mood. We were like, yep, nope, something just happened. We're fucking out of here. And yeah, the whole night started, and we were at the bar, and this girl was like, hey, come sit at our table with our friends. And it went from me and my homie to me and my homie and 2 girls. And then they got 3 more people over there and 4 more people over there. So it was like 4 guys and 5 girls. And then we all kicked it for like an hour at that bar. And then we all dispersed. But yeah, at the end of the night, my coworker had a threesome, and he could have 2 kids and 3 STDs. You know how cool that sounds? I brought condoms. He didn't. So like, I didn't, even if I had sex, which I wasn't going there for. I wasn't fucking a stranger without a condom. That's ridiculous.
No, you gotta wear the Jimmy cap.
You know what I mean? If you want to spend the rest of your life with them and it's like, I'm in love, then sure. But
Yeah.
I don't even know your last name.
No, you gotta protect your willy, buddy.
Protect your willy,
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta make sure it's protected, cloth, and ready to go.
But so call me a shitty co-host here, but no, you were in fucking Tibet.
No, I didn't go to Tibet. I think
Okay,
you just made that up for the amusement.
Okay, good. I was like,
Yeah,
holy
yeah.
shit, how did I, you know what I mean? Like,
No, I'm not Matt Lauer. I don't travel places like that.
but is the family good? Everything good? Like
Yeah,
across the board?
Yeah, everything's back to normal. Thank you. It's like everything was kind of like going like scattered there, and it was a spider web of effects. But finally, like I got everything narrowed down, and it's just like, holy shit! It is good to be back. I forgot what this was like. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have like a whole bunch of spider webs, cobwebs, whatever your kids like to call it nowadays. Cotton candy. Who cares? It was
Right?
just like I got that stickiness right off, and I was like, all right, let's jam away.
Jam away, man. I've been
Jam.
doing. So you said you were doing another podcast. What else? What else were you recording?
I've been recording a couple of things. I've been finding some interesting people to do like a thing called um, your movie experience, and it's just basically telling me your most intimate like movie experience moment.
Is
Or
that your show, or are
moments.
you guesting on shows for that?
No, that's like something I'm kind of started. That's something I'm working on. I'm the host of that.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I got the podcast going on for the movies and stuff like that for the Academy Awards, and that's just coming down to the point where I'm done getting done with the pre-production, and I'm finally working into like actually recording stuff now. Like everything's in the final process of recording. Like I've been working up questions to ask people and like floating everything around. So like the next 10 guests I have, it's just like I'm like going to see what the trials and errors are, but at least I got like a format of something going on to begin with, instead of just kind of winging it as I go along.
Watermelon. Thought I was gonna sneeze. I don't. But yeah, no, dude, that's wicked cool. Make sure you let us know. You know what I mean? You can plug that shit on the air. But outside of that, like I'll even fucking listen. You know, I take away something more when I feel like I know the person. Like I used to watch Fear Factor and I watched MMA, so like I feel like I know Rogan's style of and I watched him as comedy, and so listening to his podcast, it feels like you know the guy, and there's more to it when you feel like you can relate.
No, absolutely. And, it makes it more personal. And I like when it gets personal. And, it's funny. I was thinking about like ads and stuff like that. And like, if I was something I ever wanted to do in the future, and it's like, I realize I never want to do ads in a podcast because I want to keep it more intimate with the listener. And I feel like any kind of segue to like an ad would just kind of disrupt that intimacy with the listener. And I think that's like the most valuable thing to hold on to. I think listening to what that guy was listening to that you were so nice to record, Rich, talking about the algorithm and how to get really people's attention and everything. It was just like, it was really, really intuitive, like just learning listening and learning what he has to say, but also,
yeah, I know. He told me, he was like, yeah, none of your tags are good. And I was like, well, see, that's why I'm paying you, bro. Like, I thought they were good. Google told me that they were good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wait.
I'll go for it. What?
No, I was gonna say, aren't you doing your own little thing too on the side? Don't you have like a one person, like a one-on-one where you do interviews with people?
Yeah, it's still right through this show though. It's just a different playlist.
Got
I
it.
didn't feel like if I separate the show, I have to have a different email, and then I'd have to have the different advertisement, and then I don't want it to focus away from this show to focus on that. So the easiest way was just to make a playlist called ITWL Long Form Convos, and I just post them there.
Oh, that's awesome.
I just recorded my third one yesterday, actually, and it was the first show I ever recorded with my daughter. Hence us changing the schedule to record. Not that anyone else will know, besides the fact we do have a timestamp somewhere. We normally record on Sunday. We recorded on Monday tonight because I had my daughter last night, but I recorded a 2-hour podcast with her. And at the last 10 minutes, I had to add some chat boxes to cover her because she wanted to take a bath, so she pulled her shirt off. And I'm pretty sure a 3-year-old qualifies as child porn. So I just covered this square on the side of the computer and the square between my shoulder and this square only during the moments when she walked by. So they show up and disappear as she walks away. And so 5 minutes of editing or whatever, and that was done. But dude, a great conversation. Like I almost hit him up and said, yo, come be our guest tonight. And I thought he would have been, but I was so stoked to have you back. I wanted to have us chatting and us talking and stuff. But dude, I had a great conversation with that last guy. And like I said, I'm gonna upload that here pretty soon. But
what was the highlight of the conversation you had with him?
He wanted to know all about like how I think, like my mind map and my study of metacognition, and we talked about neurology and psychology and philosophy. There's a lot of ologies, no proctologies, but or proctologist. Welcome back. How you doing, bro?
Brownout, man. That's what happened. So I'm hotspotting it right now. I was waiting for the internet to come back, and I saw that it was already hitting like 7 minutes, and I went, all right, I'll hotspot it.
Oh, dude, that's clutch as fuck. I don't even have a hotspot, but no, thank you. Jumping back in.
We were like in the middle of the question, and then all of a sudden I cut out.
You paused on a good spot though. You had your hand up. You were like half, like yeah, you were pretty
I
clutch.
was like about to throw down a beatbox.
Yeah. No, it was pretty nice. But yeah, no, we were just talking about my night clubbing, bar crawling. My buddy had a threesome. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, that's right. Beef in the burrito. All right, it's all coming back to me.
Yep, he could have 2 kids and 3 STDs, but we're moving past that.
Nice.
Noise. But yeah, no, so great fucking weekend. And he's even more ecstatic because he feels like he had the better share of events. And I had a great fucking weekend. You know what I mean? So many firsts, wicked fun. Club scene is coming back. They had to close at midnight on Saturday. It was either Sunday or this coming week that they're going back to normal time where they close at 4 a.m. So the next time I go clubbing, we can get there at fucking 8 p.m. and start getting shit faced and not have to leave until an hour before birds chirp. And that's what I'm fucking talking about. You're halfway back. Did we find a motel? $111 a night. I was kind of confident I'd leave with bed bugs. I didn't. I checked for bites, but $100, bro. And it was like fucking 4,000 feet from the club, like the most busy club that I could go to within an hour and a half. Brilliant time. Brilliant. And then I had a whole night with my daughter, and the whole day was really rough, to be honest. I was on like 3 hours of sleep, a massive hangover, a crazy headache, and I wasn't sure if it was like tinnitus or an aneurysm, but I'm back to 100 today, and we're looking good.
That's awesome.
But yeah, no, we were talking about Spencer's podcasting a little bit, doing some movie stuff and doing some movie related things. So what about things in your wheelhouse, Leon? What do you got going on? Are you D&Ding it up, or are you just?
Oh yeah, so
how's phone call life?
With the D&D, we just kind of wrapped up what I like to think like what I call the season 1 finale. So we're on break until August, somewhere around there, so I can kind of chill, reset for a little bit, because it can't take a lot out of you, because you got to figure out a session, you got to figure out something for them to fucking do. And I think in the next season I'm gonna just randomly create shit. I'll just roll on tables and just go, yep, that happens. But yeah, we wrapped that up, so I'm chilling on that. I am looking into I found this out a couple of months ago, but there's a whole community of people who play these tabletop RPGs as a solo thing. So I started looking into that just for shits and giggles. And I'm just looking into it for myself, just to play as a player, but kind of see how it goes for me playing by myself for a little while.
I wonder how it would go doing a podcast with the game. Like if you had a call like this, but I joined through 2 emails, and one email was a camera at a table for D&D, whatever that style type of thing looked like. And then you communicated to me, like people on the highest level of chess can play without a board. They know every square. Like there's people who I'm sure could play 3D without a board. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I wonder how that would be. You know what I mean? Like a picture of a board,
easy.
and then
so
you had
easy.
3 people. You could move the board and then say a thing. I think that'd be really fun. I think I could get into that.
We don't even have to play. We don't even have to play the board, because we don't even play with the board right now. We play when Dungeons and Dragons or any tabletop role playing. They call this what theater of the mind. Mm-hmm. All right. So there's one main storyteller, and then everyone else is characters, right? So the game master is the main storyteller. He sets up the scene. He sets up whatever characters that everyone's encountering. And then the players play their character one to one, and they say what they want to do, right? Hey, you're fighting a big fucking dragon in the castle. What do you do? One person like, I'm going to fight the fucking dragon. And one girl goes, well, I look up and I see a heavy chandelier over his head, and I knock an arrow and I shoot it. And you're like, yeah, that shit falls right down, killing him. All right, there you go. You didn't have to fight it. Congratulations, you get the treasure.
In my head, he tried to swipe at me and I avoided it. His fingernail fell out because he didn't care for it. And then I shot him in the hole where his fingernail once was.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that would take some heavy dexterity, but yeah, you don't have to play. You can definitely.
Like, I don't know if he had the stamina to bring that up, but he tried.
He's got the magic fingers. oh, guys, go! It's got the magic fingers.
Speaking of magic fingers, you guys seen The Green Mile?
Yes.
That deserves a rewatch. I think. I heard you say magic fingers.
Yeah.
And 2 things And he says, not at all. I got
Yeah.
it. It's good. Well, Spence, give me your opinion then. I love that.
It's
Okay.
a movie only worth watching once just because of the
I'm
Stephen King
biased. Tom Hanks and Sean Michael Duncan Clark are two of
It's
the
so
like
good.
my icons, bro.
It's a good movie. Well, Spencer, give us your opinion.
Give
on
us
that.
the movie god.
Yeah.
Please tell me what I don't know, because like
Tell us what you-
I'm so biased. I can't
Fill
talk
us
about
with your
anything.
magic.
I don't know how much magic I got here, but
You got some magic because I don't
Enough to
have it.
pump.
Enough to pump. Maybe not enough to sell and freeze, but enough to pump.
enough to pump. Oh boy. All right.
Welcome back.
So we're talking about Wizard of Oz?
No, we're talking about Michael Clark Duncan
Shawn
in the
Michael
Brown
Duncan
Mile. I mean Green Mile.
Brown.
Jesus.
That'd be a nickname.
All right. So let me.
Well, why don't you like it? What's is it they mean to the mouse? Is that why?
No, it's just such like a forced like story to tell, and it's just like everything's contrived in the worst ways. It's like, oh, you got this one bad character, and it's like, well, how bad is he? He's so bad he won't wet the sponge. It's just like, okay, like it's just like, I got it. This is how much I'm supposed to hate a character.
I got
And
it.
then it's just like that trope of like the black man's going to solve all the white people's problems. It's just like ludicrous. It's just like they always play that up. It's like the same thing with The Legend of Badger Vance. It's like that's an other bad movie that's just right up there with The Green Mile of like having this contrived story where like everybody else is getting helped except for the main character who should be being helped.
Right. That's what they call that's a movie trope called the magical Negro. Right.
What? Are you
Yes.
kidding me?
Yeah, it's a real trope.
Do they
Real
have
trope.
like? Is the
Spike Lee-
magical Caucasian a thing? I'm asking for
No.
14th
No.
Amendment.
No,
here.
for Caucasian people, it's another thing. But for Spencer, say what you're gonna say.
Spike Lee coined the term.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The magical Negro comes up and saves the white man's problem from his problems. Now, for white people,
Wow.
it's white. It's the white savior who comes in. So, we're having problems here in Africa, but here comes this white person that's going to come and change everything. So, another example of that would be
Superman. Yeah.
Sandra Bullock, Sandra Bullock in that one movie, not Speed.
The Queen Congeniality.
No, not Miss Congeniality.
Blindsided.
Blindside. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Dude, the
So
fucking
it's the
great
white
movie.
savior.
Great movie. Like,
Is it though?
I mean,
Because the guy that it was based on
don't
came
is it
out.
fucking so me, bro? I
No,
tried. That's
'cause
definitely a great
yeah,
movie.
well, the guy that it was based on came out saying that movie was bullshit.
Well, I didn't need
Yeah.
to know that motherfucker to like the movie.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
But
I
if
don't
it
turn-
wasn't for that motherfucker, there wouldn't be a movie.
that's
And
the
Quentin
best
Tarantino-
response you could
And
say.
Quentin Tarantino hated Pulp Fiction. Just a fun fact.
Did he really?
No, I made that up.
I made that up. He says. Okay. So let's go to worst movies here. Let's tag something here for our chapter
Okay.
master. Worst movies.
Worst movie. All right.
Spencer being the movie
Spencer,
guy.
go.
You can go first, and then you'll go again
I'll
at the
think-
end
I'll
because you
think
know
here.
way more
I'll
movies than
think
both
here.
of us.
All right. I'll put it this way.
The first worst, and you'll get a second worst after we both go.
The worst movie I've seen this year is For the Boys, starring Bette Midler and James Caan.
Okay.
It's an old movie, though.
I've never even fucking
Yeah.
heard of that.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
old movie. Yeah.
It came out in like 91, like the
Yeah.
same year as like Silence of the Lambs and Terminator 2 and a lot of awesome other movies.
Oh man, those movies are fantastic.
Yeah. But that one wasn't such a hit. It was just like bad story, bad acting. Like the chemistry between James Caan and Bette Midler did not work whatsoever. The makeup looked like it was used from Dick Tracy. Like it's just all over the place. So, Rich.
Dude, Skyline. Immediately.
Wow.
When I
no,
was
you said this before. He said this before.
when
yeah.
I was at Walmart a fucking few weeks ago, they have Skyline 2. I saw the case and choked. I went, Bree, I am not fucking wasting another 2 hours of my life watching this shit. I don't even care if it's new directors, new people, and a new fucking planet. Fuck that movie. So I'm so non-biased, bro. I love movies. I love getting high and watching movies. That mitigates how much I'm a critic. Honestly, I love movies. Dude, super big movie buff. I've watched so many real movies that I'm now diving through animes, and that's why my background looks like a jizz of color. And dude, I love it because animes are colorful and the tropes are awesome. It's either big boobs and big swords or big shoes and big moves. Like, it's awesome. And
don't forget the fact that they're big boos, but they're like, oh, I'm 13.
but
Wait,
she's actually an elf who's 10 million years old.
She's
and
10 million years old,
we
but she looks-
accept it. Like, that's where we're at. And
Big
dude,
class
I
in
laugh
Japan.
with people on Discord about that all the time.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be like, what's your
Oh,
favorite
God.
anime? And they'll be like, oh, it's this one about a school. And it's like, oh, the one about an elementary school. But it's an elementary school for elves. They're only elementary in the sense of an elf, not in the sense of us. You're crazy. And it's like, woo, you know?
I know. That's the way they get past the whole lolicon thing.
If loophole wasn't a thing, I wouldn't be successful. And I
Yep,
don't mean
they-
with that paradigm.
Yeah.
I just mean in general, like, loopholes are a beautiful thing. Someone's like, this is how it is. There's the black, the white. Here's our rule. There's no gray area. And someone's like, we'll see about that.
You'll see. I'll show you.
But Skyline, worst movie for me. I started the movie with questions. I ended with more. I turned the TV off. Was like, worst 2 hours of my life. If I could get it back, I'd push a button. And I can't say that for my fucking physical abuse, my mom walking out, me being a heroin addict. Like, none of that is a button push repeat, but or not repeat, whatever, erase. But Skyline is like 2 hours, an hour and 37 minutes and 4 seconds. I want back, bitches. You know, I'm not gonna watch the sequel. I can't. I can't do it. Go ahead, Leon. Hit me. Well, what do you like? Or hate?
Oh
We're
man,
talking about
what do
hate,
I?
not like.
ah,
What do you
God,
like to hate?
What do I like to hate? Oh man, I can't think of a movie that God. There was like this escape room movie that I watched. Oh, it was so awful. It had a fairly strong premise, but then it just fucking shat on itself. Oh, I remember we talked about this with Shotgun Mike and how it was one of those movies where the ending it ends at the point where it should be the midpoint, and
I
then
remember
everything.
that.
Yeah, where it ends with him killing the guy after believing that all of his friends and his girlfriend died. And I go, no, that should be the midpoint. Now we need to wrap it up. You don't put credits there.
That's kind of where we're at with the show Hunter x Hunter. The poster that covers my doorway is the whole show is about this kid Gon finding his father. And like all he keeps finding is these elaborate traps his father left because he knew his son. He
Fucking puzzles
he had
and shit.
delusions of grandeur that his son would look for him, be better than him. So he left him the hardest challenges in the world to reach him. And every time he reaches a new echelon of woo, I'm at dad's stage, it's dad's buddies from childhood who's been waiting for him for fucking 38 years. And it's like it's so fucking cool. But no, I was saying to Bree that, you know, it's gonna fucking, we're gonna see the dad, they're gonna high five, and the show's gonna end. It's like, that's because we're fucking 4 seasons in, there's no one yet. It's a 6-season show. This is, you know, the amount of time you get with, you know, enjoyability. We enjoy the whole show, but I mean, like, son to dad enjoyability.
Right. I will
Yeah.
say Hunter x Hunter is one of those shows because it's written, the manga is written and drawn by the guy who did Yu Yu Hakusho. Okay. So then he started Hunter x Hunter shortly after that, I think in the late 90s, and it's still going. Just an FYI, it's still going. And I can't
retract my memory. Did you give a movie already?
Yeah, it was some escape room movie. I can't remember the title, but that's how much I hated it.
Spencer, number 2, Mr. Movie Buff. What do you got? What's it? If you locked and loaded the first one, what's the second one?
The second one.
We're just going down a list.
Oh shit. You know what?
I
Get
can
back to me on that one because I
name
gotta
movies
think
that I
about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I
favorite
can't
movies
give
then.
my
So
own.
like, if
All
I'm
right. I got one for you guys.
Okay, bad
Kill it.
movie, right?
What's a movie that
No,
you enjoy
favorite.
that people actually dislike?
Oh my God, Godfather 3. No, I'm kidding.
what do I enjoy that everyone dislikes? There's so many, like Avatar. There's such a subculture for hating Avatar. I love Avatar. I think it's a brilliant movie. It was made by CAD, the same software I use to build architectural blueprints, computer
Yeah.
architectural design. It's like the set of CAD is like 17 CDs, $1,500 a piece. It's like a $25,000 set that comes out every year for an upgrade of each. And it goes from houses to animation to music. Like that, it's the biggest, not the biggest, but it's very versatile nonetheless.
It's a yeah. Yeah, I know of
there's
it.
so many facets. All the blue people were made from cat. Like and the reason that's different is normal 3D engineering is not done with cat. It's done with 3D engineering programs. And so the fact
Like 3ds Max.
the fact they used a non-standard script program to make those people made it even different. But like, I love that movie. I really do. I've only seen it like 2 or 3 times, and still I could watch it again right now. You'd be like, we're gonna watch Avatar, and I'd be like, cool, 4K, let's go. You know,
It's on the 4K.
I just bought a new TV too. I bought a TV so my daughter could watch morning shows, and I went to Walmart and I was trying to buy a $150 25-inch just POS to get me by in case she broke it. And Walmart had a TV shortage. Welcome to the country. Everyone's at home with COVID, getting paid more on unemployment than they would be at work, and so all the TVs are sold out. And so they had 3 TVs that were under 60 inches. So I wanted to buy a non-smart 1080p, just piece of douche I could drop, you know, and not care. But I ended up buying a $350 4K 43-inch smart TV. So welcome to, you know, the supply and demand. There was no supply, and I had a demand.
Yeah, I needed that TV.
It was really cool though. First night with my daughter. First night
Yeah.
as what I'll call a single father. I mean, I don't have to ever have my daughter there, hence it being the first night or here. But yeah, the first time we tried doing this, I was falling asleep before her because I was running on like 2 hours of sleep. And I had to have, you know, the mom come get her because I was like, she only lives across the street. I'm 245, she's 280. So like,
Right.
we live on side by side. So that's like just 500 feet. And so I'm like, yo, I've been sitting here for 3 hours trying to get her to sleep. She won't sleep. Well, just let her run. It's like, no, I'm literally going to fall asleep. She's going to be getting into shit. Like I can't stay up. So, and I was more prepared this time. I had enough energy, but I bought her some kinetic sand so we could build sandcastles inside. I bought her
Nice.
alphabet plus a star and a heart. So a 28-letter foam pads for the floor. I bought her one of those tunnels she can crawl through, and I have a day bed in my living room now for her. So I have all the blankets underneath it and the whole kit and caboodle. And it was really fun. Yeah. You know what I mean? We slept in the same bed and we cuddled all night, and she got solid sleep. I got solid sleep. She didn't get into anything. There was no me sleeping in later than her or anything, you know? And so it was really cool, you know?
That's nice.
Yeah, no, it's weird. You know what I mean? For someone who's not a dad, it's hard for me to describe this to, you know what I mean? Cause it's like, it's like, it's tangibly weird for me to talk about cause like I'm understanding how it's weird as it's happening. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh yeah.
I used to not be a dad. Now I'm a dad.
Yeah, like I'm in charge of a person who like has my blood running through their veins, and if I fail to care for them, they might not be alive tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like
you got 18 more years of that shit.
I bought her kinetic sand. I bought her bubbles. She poured the bubbles on half the kinetic sand. Trash. So, you know, it's hard as a 3-year-old, but overall, the whole night, the only thing she did that was remotely bad was mom lets her like bathe with like 9 inches or 8 inches, you know what I mean? So she can't splash everywhere. I give her as much as the tub can hold and just throw 4 towels down. So she's full on fucking swimming in the tub in the bathroom. And I'm sitting in the living room looking at her like with the 2-part shower curtain. The front part to not see through is pulled away so I could see her and obviously make sure she's fine. But she wants to, you know what I mean, swim for an hour, not bathe for 5 minutes. And so I let her swim for 55 minutes and then I clean it for 5, and she gets out with raisinette hands. That's what she wants to do. I'm not gonna argue. But
that's fucking adorable.
It's not helping the mom, Brie. I know that because she goes back there and she's unruly for her in the bath, and it's like I let her do what she wants. You know what I mean? You yell at her all the time, not to be.
It's my princess.
Yeah, no. I wanted a little girl. I wanted daddy's little girl, and she wanted a boy. Either one was gonna be my friend. I don't know what she was thinking. Like, I'm super dope, dude. My kids are gonna be super dope too. But my version of super dope is like, it's uncomfortably irritating to most people, especially Brie, because she has to listen to my daughter talk 24/7. There is no break. She just can't. Hey dad, what's this? Hey dad, oh that's purple. Hey, there's cats right there. Hey, there's this. Hey dad, let's go play this. Hey, let's go. 24/7. She never stops. She ascertains, understands, learns, rotates, and accumulates and
assimilates
all the 8s, bro, and the ass.
All the 8s.
No, dude, it's awesome. I really feel like genetically, dude, so much more than just your hair color and your eyes and your predisposition to be an addict goes down. Like, I swear, I feel like thoughts can come down. Like thoughts I had when I was a kid have twice the chance to generate on her. Maybe not a legitimate utter chance. That's, you know what I mean? Like 100%, but God, it's crazy. Like, she sees the world, I feel like, at 3, like I did at 7. You know what I mean? Like she did, you know what I mean? She knows when me and Brie were fighting on connotational vibrato, like the words we say and the tone, because we've had tone, she hasn't. We've had bad words and she hasn't, but a mix of a bad word with a connotation and it's imprint. And she'll be like, she'll walk in between us, flat hand stop sign, horizontal. Dad, Mom, stop. And it's like, bro, she's 39
Intense.
months old. Yeah, well, she witnessed me and her mom fucking screaming
Yeah.
at each other every day. You know, we just,
Yeah.
You don't mix fucking orange juice and baking soda. You just don't. Like, they're cool if they're separate in the fridge, but you put them together and you're 2 out of 3 parts of a very nasty fast bomb. So,
And this is why Avatar is a terrible movie.
I disagree with you. It's a great
No,
movie.
because
That's my
look what it
great
did.
movie.
Look what it did to your mini family. I'm just saying.
That I blame Avatar.
I
for
blame
all of my
Avatar
problems.
for all your problems.
They should have to pay my child support. That's only fair. You know,
Yeah.
There's
James
fucking
Cameron-
blue people.
James Cameron or Cad, one of the two needs to pay for
Both.
your
We'll
child
split
support.
it. Half to Cat,
Yeah.
half to James Cameron.
Exactly.
Okay. Favorite movie that people don't like, Leon.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
we'll
everyone
split it.
hates, right?
Yeah, that everyone
Uh,
hates that you like.
Okay. Fun. At one point, it used to be the movie Napoleon Dynamite, which I still like to this day. But it's garnered such a cult following, so I can't. I know my wife doesn't like it, and neither does my roommate. But
Spencer, what opinion
movie
on
for
Napoleon
me-
Dynamite?
What's that?
Opinion on Napoleon Dynamite.
Opinion on Napoleon Dynamite.
I just
it
liked
was-
it my first try.
Listen. It was funny until people started quoting it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it got too much. It did at one point get too much, and I was watching it the other day, and it was still so funny to me. But a movie that I like that no one else likes, I will have to say, Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace. I used to hate it. Now I fucking love it, and everyone hates it. Everyone hates that movie, and I understand why. Because I remember back in 1999 when it first came out. I was so excited for this movie. Then I watched it, and I went, okay. And then I watched it again. And I went, huh, this sucks, and I hated it. Hated it for so long. Hated it for years. And then I went back recently, and I watched it, and went, after watching other Star Wars based TV series, specifically the Clone Wars, and then I went back and watched Phantom Menace again, and I just went, huh, this is actually a good movie, like really good, but no one else likes it.
Yeah, I've never seen any of Star Wars. I can't even.
You're not missing much. You're not missing much.
I'm a Lord of the Rings whore, so like you know what I mean. I'm like,
so
that
good.
elf had fake ears from this episode, and then she put on the right ones in the next scene. Look at this.
Oh wait, hold on. Before you go, do you know that 2 of the guys that played the Hobbits, Pippin and Merry, they have their own podcast?
Do they really?
Yeah, it's called The Friendship Onion. You should check it out. They're 2 episodes in, going into 3.
That sounds.
And they're
really
talking
good.
and they're talking about Lord of the Rings stuff, dude. You need to check it out.
No,
You're a Lord of the Rings head?
That sounds fresh as the fuck.
Yeah.
Spencer, movies that you like, or movie, in fact, that other people disliked. What do you got? And
Okay.
load up your mind for the second thing. Like I said, I want to try to do some 30 type percentages of things in this podcast. So we've hit clubbing in the beginning, so I want to hear both clubbing stories for you guys once we've wrapped this movie segment up.
All right.
We might come back to movies after clubbing too, but let's. Favorite movie people disliked. You got one loaded?
Yeah, I got one. I got my one movie that I really enjoy watching is Hudson Hawk.
Never
Like,
seen it.
It's like Bruce Willis's like worst film ever, and it's like, and he wrote it, and it's wonderful, and it's like bad joke after bad joke with like action scenes, and it's like
yes,
it's
okay,
like-
yes.
it's like
Go.
it's like what can I say? It's like the Da Vinci Code before the Da Vinci Code happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
That movie sucked too.
We make a great double feature one night.
I know. I would pay to go. I would pay just to go watch those 2 movies and go, wow, these movies suck, and just yell at the.
I
just
didn't
yell at
mind
the
the Da
screen.
Vinci Code, but I know it couldn't stand up to the book. A book of something that intricate must have been better.
I never read the book. It was too hyped up for me.
I just hear everyone likes books more than, and like I get it, because like you can't,
Yeah.
you have to make a more tangible understanding, and I like reading books. I really do. I just like movies too. I like them both for different things.
Movies are a very visual facet in terms of entertainment. Whereas when you're reading a book, you can explain a little bit more what the characters is thinking or what they're feeling. You know, you can watch a scene in a movie where a guy goes to pick up, let's say, a glass of wine, but then you just see him pick up a glass of wine. He kind of makes a face, whatever. But in the book, you'll read that like he picked up the wine with almost hesitant. He was disappointed, and failed to like show it, something like that, right?
You
kind of
understand more, and like if you don't have the master understanding of behavioral science to see that, pictures 1,000 words, but if you can't decipher 964 of them, then you're quite not getting the whole picture.
Yeah.
But okay,
That's how I felt about Jurassic Park, though.
Really?
Da Vinci Code. It's like I read the book to the Jurassic Park, and like I cannot take it down. Like it was just like, all right, I'll start reading this, and it was like 9 p.m. to like 4:30 a.m. Like I was literally blasted through it.
Wow.
And then I started the movie, and like I saw the movie first, obviously, because I was just a younger kid back then. But it's like I watched the movie.
1994, baby.
I read the book. It's like
my birthday.
I actually prefer the book, and like I'm not one to really say that too often because I'm usually too lazy to read the book. But like just because of how much of a fucking page turner this damn prehistoric book was, I was like, you just couldn't get enough of it.
Yeah, I can get that.
Yeah,
I can totally get that.
So I've been watching this new show recently, segueing from Jurassic Park real quick, and back to these movies here, or into clubbing from movies.
Go? Are we talking about the movie Go?
No, dude, Jeff Goldblum's new show, The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
Oh yeah, on Disney Plus.
Dude, such a great fucking show. I'm on like episode 5. Like honestly, I never knew I liked Jeff Goldblum. I'm such a fan of Jeff Goldblum. Like
I love me some Jeff Goldblum.
So eccentric and lanky.
Fun fact.
Like I don't want to use the word juicy, but he's got
a charisma.
The charisma that came from the bendy dude from Fantastic Four, like he's got that charisma. You know what I mean? He's fucking Jeff Goldblum, bro.
Reed Richards is not charismatic. Reed Richards is a punk bitch. Get out of here.
Get out of here. I really like that show. But so which one of you has a locked and loaded club experience ready to go? We've had mine.
Oh man, I was not much of a club. Not
even
guy.
club. I mean, if you're not a club guy, the craziest bar you've been to fits that paradigm, right?
Shit, I mean, I used to work at a gentleman's club, which is a fancy way of saying I worked at a titty club.
Well, that's where you met the escort you dated, right?
No, I met her at a Kava Kratom place over here in St. Pete.
Oh, okay.
No, this is
all backwards. You meet
this
escorts
is literally
at Kratom stores, and you're not meeting escorts at escort stores.
You man. You got your asshole confused with the hole in the ground there, buddy.
Amen. Spencer, anything wild amongst your excursions?
Let's see. What do I want to let out?
And it's not just me. Not just me too. Since the first time you coming back, I don't know what you've changed, but you obviously changed your mic. Did you change your camera, or did you just change the way your camera's facing?
I just changed where the camera was facing. I also rearranged my canvases because I got more canvases over the course of time.
Maybe it's lighting. I think it
you
has
see
to
the
do
lines,
with
right?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at, just in case you didn't see them. But like, yeah, you've got 3 lines, 4 when they're fully stretched, like rolling up the screen.
Sort of like a vertical. You know that vertical. You know how like an old CRT TV on CRT TVs.
Yeah, you got those static lines that rolled up.
Those lines will go.
You have
up.
like 4 of those. You're fractionally divided by that, and it doesn't look bad. Like you're super clear. I can even read your poster. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah,
it just I don't know. It might just be lighting. It might just be too dark and your camera's struggling.
Paranormal activity.
It could be 5 ghosts that are just horizontally bound.
You know what? Don't get rid of it. If it's old school, I'd rather keep it.
No, we'll pretend from now on if a guest brings it up, we'll be like, oh, that's a filter he has on. He likes it.
Yeah,
I love it. It's a great fucking filter.
It's a great fucking filter, and dude, it's so equal too. Like it's you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're literally like they're very equal. It's consistent. But yeah, you're a 4-line dude right now. You got 4 lines.
I got 4 lines. I love it.
Fucking 4 lines.
See my TV.
That's his crazy bar story.
Oh god.
Okay, so segueing from there, how about stuff going on in the world, guys? You know what I mean? We got I open my MSN news every day on my whatever Google or internet Microsoft Edge browser. That's the one. And yeah, there's
What?
crazy stuff going on. I know everyone busts my balls for using it. Like I don't even care what browser I'm on. It's so minimally important. I'm going to
Did anybody
website.
see
Yeah.
Mayor of Edentown?
Maravid
No, Mayor of Edentown.
sounds like sous vide, but with an N.
Oh, Mayor of Edentown? No, I haven't.
No, what's that?
It's like a Kate Winslet series on HBO Max.
No.
Oh, I
what's it
don't have
about?
HBO Max. Sorry.
Dude, this thing apparently like made HBO Max get like shut down for a period of time because there was so many people trying to watch the last episode.
What? They
Yeah,
busted the servers.
I found it really hysterical that like between Godzilla and Mortal Kombat, it was Kate Winslet who ended up like having HBO Max get like shut down for a period of time.
Oh,
You know that kind of reminds me of. Do you remember when Diablo 3 came out?
I very much do.
Yeah, I remember when everyone tried to load it up and play at the same exact time that they overflooded Blizzard servers. That's what happened with Kate Winslet and HBO Max.
Oh boy.
They flooded the servers and burned them out. Oh no. Yeah, how do they not anticipate that? I mean, this is HBO. They make money. They've been
Yeah,
making money.
If you
long
want
time.
to if you want to use my HBO, bro, we'll make a Leon profile and you can knock yourself out because I think you get 5 screens and I have one dude. who
Oh no, I
uses
have
it.
I know my dad has HBO Max. He's been meaning to give it to me, and I just haven't really bothered asking because I already got Hulu, I got Disney Plus, I got Netflix, and I just been binging it on Hulu.
You guys,
Like,
you
literally.
guys, clubbing hasn't been profound for storytelling, but as far as series go, we've talked about good movies that other people don't like. I've talked about bad movies in general. What about series that are like short series, 12 episodes or less? And I'm gonna leave anime out of this list, or that'd be all my top 10. But like the Chernobyl short series, I've watched it 3 times now on HBO Max. I'm fucking riveted.
Nice.
I love every detail about Chernobyl. I like learning about radiation. I actually have a dosimeter training from emergency management. So if the nuke plant in Seabrook, New Hampshire blew, I could pull out my dosimeter and track how much radiation is in the air and post that to a public website that would build an algorithmic cloud to tell you where the radiation is and how long you have until your penis turns into 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those miners were the greatest heroes
That-
of the whole series.
Dude, right? Like
The
oh my
best.
God.
They're
if
like, we
that's-
don't give a fuck. We'll do this shit naked.
right.
And it's just like you're just dead. You're dead, and they're gonna do it, and it's like awesome. And it's just like these people are the unsung heroes of the show.
The thing that killed me with that, not even with the miners, but was like at the end of the movie when they say that Russia says that the death toll during Chernobyl was like 62. Like that's what they claim the
Bullshit.
death toll was. And it's like, bro,
Wow.
tens of thousands of people were affected. Thousands died. Thousands and thousands had their lives completely halved, 3/4, 80%. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was a really one of the worst nuclear fallouts in world history is Chernobyl. I can't think of a short series that I haven't seen Chernobyl. I'll watch it one day. It honestly sounds like something that would be up my alley,
Great
but
series.
yeah, there's another series that maybe you might watch, like the Waco.
Like the one about the cult that had the big attack on it.
Yeah, the Davidians.
I'm
Yeah,
super
it
interested
was
about that
a-
cult too. Not the cult itself, but like the fact that it turned into what it turned into. It was a big deal, obviously. One of the biggest.
Yeah, they were harboring weapons, and and then the ATF went in there for a siege, and then to get all those weapons to seize all their weapons. To go, why do you need all these AR-15? Like, why do you need these rifles? Why do you need these automatic guns? You don't need them. And then they just got into a whole shootout. Now, there's a lot of not conspiracy, but there's like information being released that it wasn't as black and white as they made it seem. And then apparently, one of them happens to be that they kind of came at them. The Davidians were a little bit more peaceful than what was originally shown on the media. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard about it. Haven't seen it yet. I'm very interested in watching it because it was one of the most devastating. It was a pretty devastating thing because I remember when it happened when I was a kid.
I don't remember.
What
it
I loved
happening at
about
all, but...
Sorry.
No, go for it. Knock yourself out.
No, I was just thinking about it. It's like that's kind of like all I heard about the last 2 years were like series like where it's about like a conspiracy or like a gray line of like, you know, something in the effect of like who shot first or like who antagonized who first. And it was just like, you know, did we really find the right killer? Was Son of Sam the only shooter? And it's just like Chernobyl is like, this is what radiation does to you. I'm like, oh, well, this shit's a lot more fascinating.
Yeah,
right.
Like,
Right?
oh, this is what happens when you touch it. Your skin gets translucent. That's some scary shit.
Yeah, that's like I remember seeing videos of people from World War, whatever it was. I want to say 2, based on the age of the people who were cognizantly talking about when they were testing atom bombs. And like the people on the ships who were supposed to be standing by, and they said with their hands over their eyes, they saw the skeletons of the people in front of them. It was so bright. It showed through their eyelids, through their own hands, through their hand bones, and showed the skeletons of the people in front of them, like a visual X-ray. And it's like I can't even imagine that because there was tons of ships bordering where the blast was going to go off to see how it would to make sure the ships and the people and see there was speculation that when the first bomb went off, it would never stop. That when the explosion happened, chemically and physically, it could just burn the whole world.
So that was like worst case scenario.
That was the worst case. Like there was some people who were scientists who were like, mathematically, we don't know all the variables. This could go your way. Our ways, the whole world burns and we have no planet anymore. And they dropped it. You know what I mean? And now we know, like, it's quite situational. It's area based. Too many ruins the whole planet, but still, the first one they dropped could have just fried us. It could have just burnt the whole atmosphere of the planet, nonstop burning, raging, like you've seen in movies. Fucking like the Hindenburg leaking gas on clouds and clouds lighting on fire. You know what I mean? Like, fucking
that's a scary fucking visual right there.
Yeah, like how are you gonna die? Oh well, 5 minutes from now, the flames from the first atom bomb are gonna burn the whole world. We're just waiting for it to get here.
And if that doesn't do it, then it's gonna be the radiation, the fallout.
Right.
Well, yeah, it's like Chernobyl. It's like what was the real fallout after that? Like to me, it's like when I picture like all that uranium going to the sky and just traveling. It's like it's kind of like the ending of Return of the Living Dead, where you see the government drop the bombs and it creates more gas and it goes up into the sky and it goes into like more cemeteries and everything, and then becomes more people come out from the living dead.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen that movie, or am I just going overboard here? You haven't seen Return of the Living Dead?
No.
Yes, I have. Yes,
right.
I have. I've seen all 7 of them.
There's 7? I thought there was only 3. Holy shit.
There's 7 of them.
That's like the amount of Resident Evil.
And I'm pretty sure at this point there's more. I'm pretty sure there's more. They keep it's just a well they keep going back into every so often. It feels like
Spencer,
go ahead and talk.
What do you got?
I'll look it up.
What do you got in the Resident Evil series? Mila Jovovich or whatever.
I'm not a fan.
What?
I'm not a fan.
I'm with you.
Out of all the Zombie Chronicles, I think that one holds it together the most. They have the 5 W's and they keep them consistent. There's the where, the why, the when, the who, the what, and the 5th W.
Yeah, but it should have just been its own movie. Don't base it off of a video game. That was my problem with it. And I mean, it's
so loosely based off a video game. The video games are practically shoulder scrollers. They make you go where you need to go. The movie, like like I said, biased here. I'm super into zombie franchises, and like I don't want to watch the indie film that had a budget so low that they had to have strings for some of the attack vehicles. Like Resident Evil, I thought was.
When was the last time you really saw that though?
My grandfather watching fucking Spike westerns, and like sci-fi things from the Chiller TV channel. You know what I mean? Where it's.
I've yet to ever see a movie where it had strings where it wasn't done purposely.
I've literally seen it where like they painted the string black, but the black had an opacity that was not as dark as the background, and you saw the string while the spaceship came in towards the alien. It was like, bro.
I like that. What are you talking about? And it's 5 movies, by the way. I just looked it up.
5 movies. Jesus.
5 Return of the Living Dead movies.
Jesus.
And the last one came out in 2005.
I saw this recent movie that was
no
really
way,
good.
really? It was that late? Holy shit.
this one about hillbillies who have cults in the mountains, like way up. And
Hills
these
Have
go-
Eyes.
No.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Leon.
No, it's like a hillbilly series called like Wrong Turn or something.
Oh,
And
Wrong Turn. Yeah,
Wrong
there's
Turn,
4 of
yeah.
those.
I've guessed.
Yeah.
I heard there was like 7, but still, yeah. How many Wrong Turns.
The third one is the worst one, and I have it.
Yeah,
on
so
DVD.
so I just saw this new one right here, Wrong Turn. I thought it was amazing. It's got a 5.4 IMDb, 64% Rotten Tomatoes. They're fucking critics, but still,
Yeah.
you know, I really liked it, and I don't know, what do you guys think? Yeah, there's 6 of them. There's 6 Wrong Turns.
I've seen part 1.
Oh, okay, so
Part
there's
2 and part
technically
3.
5. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
There's 4.
There's a spin-off.
2 of
with-
them have a second. The 4th has a second. The
Yeah.
5th has a second, and there is a 6th. So technically, there's like 8, but
Yeah.
the 2 of them are doubles of like the 4th or the 5th. But yeah,
Yeah.
Wrong Turn 6, Wrong Turn 2, Dead End, Wrong Turn.
Toin.
I'm at Toin. Turn a little bit. Wrong
Turned
Turn
into
4,
Adam Sandler.
Bloody something. Brotherhood of Blood is apparently in the series. Wrong Turn, Left for Dead, Wrong Turn 5. Yeah, so there's and then apparently they're talking about doing another one too. But yeah, no, I thought it was all the movies apparently follow the same premise within reason. People go
Yeah.
up into the wilderness, and there's some crazy civilizations that have grew up there forever and have their own language, and they kidnap you, and you either get fucked and killed or fucked and familyed. And
You
it's
ever
like,
seen Bone Tomahawk?
No.
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 Yeah,
What's
wait,
that?
let me make sure I'm pronouncing it right. But like, if you think that kind of shit's weird and like messed up and you enjoy it, there's a movie called, I believe it's called Bone Tomahawk, where it is just messed up. Yeah, it's called Bone Tomahawk. It's with Kurt Russell, Patrick Wilson, Matthew Fox, like a whole bunch of leading.
Damn, what a
dudes.
cast.
Yeah. Oh, David Arquette. Like who else?
What
Sid
a
Haig.
cast.
Yeah. And it's basically, it's like, you know, like kind of like Wrong Turn where you got the Hicks, but it's just like, I don't believe they're Hicks. I believe that they're like a cannabis culture. And it's just like, I'll tell you something. I don't want to give anything away, but like, just if you enjoy that subgenre of horror films, like go watch that and tell me that doesn't just put a hair on your back.
I gotta check it out. Hopefully it's
I
on
really
stream.
like that
yeah.
series with the fucking the little doll one, Annabelle, like
Chucky?
7 movies with Annabelle or whatever. There's
No,
like
Chucky?
it's
the
Annabelle.
Conjuring and then
No,
the-
Chucky. Chucky.
Yeah,
Seed of Chucky?
No,
Yeah,
Cult of
Chucky.
Chucky.
not
Bride of
Chucky.
Chucky.
I don't like Chucky.
Chucky 2 is one of the most underrated sequels to ever
They
exist.
lost me on that
To
so
see
fast.
that son of a bitch die in the process of being rebirthed is
There's
like
a-
so interesting. They're just meta. There's so many meta layers to it. It's unreal. It's like when the girl gets pulled over and the cop's like, "Why is that thing bleeding?" And she goes, "Well, you know, there's some that pee. This one bleeds." It's like hysterical.
It's a great
Never
movie.
seen it. I've
It's
seen
Oh
one
my
Chucky
God.
movie once, and I was like, this is the stupidest thing since fucking Doritos having hard packages to open.
Do you enjoy campy films though?
It's great.
I mean, like I
House-
enjoyed Chucky as much as I enjoyed Pet Cemetery.
No.
It was
Do you enjoy
tropey as-
campy films though? Do you enjoy campy
Yeah.
films?
Answer the
but-
question. Answer the
Yes.
fucking question.
What's the protocol?
What is it?
Prime Directive.
No, dude, I don't know. I didn't feel Chucky. I really didn't. Like, he's a demon who demons are souls, and he's
no.
ginger, bro. Like, what? You
No,
can't have a soul if you're a
wrong.
ginger. You already lost me.
Wrong. No.
Do you
he was-
not like Jennifer Tilly?
I don't even know who that is. Do you not like fucking?
She's Bride of Chucky.
Shailene Woodley.
She's an excellent poker player. That's all I'll say.
Okay, Shailene Woodley's an excellent actor who
Dude,
likes
go
to
watch
eat
the
plants.
go watch the movie Bound with Jennifer Tilly.
Is it
Uh,
about
That
fucking?
that movie will fucking make you love films again.
Is it about bondage?
No, it's not about.
That's the
bondage.
secretary.
Bound. They call
Yeah.
me.
Maggie with
Bound.
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
If
James
I heard
Spader.
someone say that, like I'm at a movie pitch and I'm one of the guys who has to fund the movie and I know nothing about nothing, and he's like, the movie script begins. She's bound. It's like, okay, we know what this movie's about.
It's like the Age of Ultron is having his way with Bruce Wayne's lady.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yo,
James Spader's in it.
Yeah.
Are you a Marvel lover or a Marvel hater, bro? Like, are you a fan of all the Marvel movies across the net, or are you does some fall through the net for you? What's the worst Marvel film you've seen?
In my
Captain
opinion,
Marvel.
That's just, I mean, duh.
Low hanging fruit.
No, I don't even think that's the worst. I don't have a worst. I like them all, but like, you know,
I'm gonna go with the second Thor film,
Wow,
Really?
Dark World, right?
Dark World. That was, oh man, that's a rough one to watch.
Was that
I've
the one
never
where they're
seen-
coming into New York from the portal on top or whatever? Or-
No, that's the third one.
That's-
That's Ragnarok. That's great.
That one's a great film. That's the only one I watched.
Okay. See, I really like them all. I feel like
Yeah,
some films
Only
have,
Thor movie.
I feel like some films have
Oh, the
to
only
take.
Thor movie, but you've seen other Marvels.
Eh,
Like other, yeah.
eh. I the last Marvel movie that I watched was Captain Marvel, and I didn't like it.
I feel like some films have to take a knee because they're giving you story. And so like you need to choose, what do you love? Did you love a film because it was 80% action, 10% monologue, 10% transition? Because that was that film. But now all the action's been done in film too. So it's now the opposite. It's 60% monologue, 20% fighting, 10% transition, and 10% other. And so it's like it's very easy for me to give a movie slack because it's like, even though the movie maybe wasn't up to the hype I would like it, there was maybe 5 or 10 minutes where they showed me fucking exactly what needed to be shown. You know, flashbacks from like a mom and a dad and the history, especially like with the Thor. Whenever he was back at his home place, that was a big for me. You know what I mean? Even though it was all CGI, it was very big for me to see Thor in his natural habitat and then Thor on Earth. You know, being that in my memory, the first Thor is mostly on Earth, like he comes from his place to
Right,
Earth.
and he's
He's
stuck.
vanished. And then the second movie, it's bridging the storyline of his world with the cross of the Marvel universe, because even most of Thor, like the 10% other in Thor's movie has to relate to it connecting to other Marvel movies. They had to like lay the preceding connections of him to the scientist and the scientist to the, you know, the Thor stones, not the Thor stones, the Infinity Stones.
Infinity Stones.
Thank you. If they were the Thor stones, it'd be dope as fuck. but yeah. So do you have a worst there, Leon? Out of all the Marvels,
worst, like
is it?
out
Do
of
you
all the
agree with him? Is it Thor 2? Or you said you haven't seen that one, right?
I haven't seen that one. I only seen Thor 3 Ragnarok, and I've seen I saw the Captain America movies, not the first one. I've yet to watch that one. I've seen Endgame, Infinity Wars, and I'll argue that Endgame was better than Infinity War, but that's another discussion for another day. I'm trying to think, like, what was the worst one I watched had to be, I would have to say Captain Marvel. I didn't like it.
See, I actually enjoyed the themes that were thrown out in Captain Marvel. Like, they really kept that as a grounded 90s action film, which is something I really enjoyed out of the film.
I don't
Mhm.
remember it at all, so it clearly didn't do a good job.
Well,
Did not impact him.
I gotta say, the plot was semi-confusing. The plot was definitely semi-confusing because it's like, wait, who's who and who's doing what? Because there's like a lot of face changing.
I would blame my memory, but like I've the VHS tape watching of Saving Private Ryan from fucking 17 years ago is still imprinted in me perfectly. So like if it was a good movie, I'd remember it. And I couldn't tell you a single detail about Captain Marvel except she's in a tight suit.
But I love that chain trace scene. The train chain chase scene. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. And that was like old
It
school
had its
action film
moments.
to it. Dude,
It had its moments.
I
It definitely
listen,
did.
I think it was a solid story. It just had a serious lack of character development and arc.
Yeah.
Like that was the one thing I was so frustrated with, because it's like I really have no big emotional stake into anybody. And my only question I'm asking throughout this whole film is, how has she come to save Tony Stark at the end of all this?
Yeah,
Right?
the whole point was to set her up that she gave a communicator to Mace Windu to call her later at the end of Ant-Man, Wasp and Ant-Man. So I saw
I've
that
been waiting
one.
to see that too. Like I saw Ant-Man. I saw the regular Ant-Man.
Mhm.
And then I saw, you know, the 3 Endgame, the middle one, the last one, whatever they were, Marvel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The fucking the big ones, with all the people. And I learned the most about Ant-Man, and then I saw the Wasp in those. and it made me want to see it. I actually saw it today when I was at Walmart. But yeah, no, that's on my list too to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp,
It's
especially
on, it
because
should be on Disney.
I-
Don't you have Disney Plus?
I do. Is it on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind
The
putting
only-
the Wasp inside me. You know what I mean? Like a little bit.
I'm gonna let you have that one.
Really cute girl. You don't want her inside.
All right,
you?
I'll let you have that one. I get it, but I'm not gonna agree with you. I'm just gonna let you have it.
It's fine. You know, I have
Yeah.
lots of stuff that's super weird.
You want to be? We get it. You want to be pegged.
Okay. Final trope. Hottest actress. Shailene Woodley, hands down. Divergent series. I'm fucking infatuated with her. I might trade a nut to fuck her. You know, like I love her a lot. 50% of my cum says that.
All right, thank you.
And
I
my
appreciate-
tea. And my tea. I always think
Okay.
they're only important for cum, but they make tea too.
Okay, you got it.
Half my tea and half my cum on the board. I'll
Oh
take
my
them out and
God.
put them on the
Stop.
poker table.
Stop talking about your semen for like 2 seconds.
It was only 4 seconds.
I know. It's enough. I want to go like 5 minutes without hearing about your semen.
You just spent 55
God.
minutes without hearing about it.
I know. It's in my ears.
It's in my. I'll leave it out. What do you got? Favorite actress, Spencer? Who you got?
Hottest actress that you said, right? It was the hot,
yeah, hottest favorite. It's the same for me. I don't have 2 of those.
Oh, those things can't be.
You gotta give me one or the other. You always switch it up. You're like, you give me this answer, and you give me that answer. It's like, wait, how is any of this in sync?
No, I just mean like my favorite is my hottest. So those are my. So you can choose
Okay,
hottest.
So
That's-
what's the definitive question you're asking though? Right?
Yeah.
Who is
what
the
is it?
hottest actress?
There it is.
Okay.
You like?
All right. So my definition of hottest actress
Mhm.
is somebody who I find very empowering on the screen. That
Okay.
kind of just like that kind of blows everybody else off the screen, but at the same time has like such a presence about her that everybody kind of wants to be with her. And like to me, what I was recently watching that gave me that thought was like I was watching that limited TV series called Halston. It's about this like designer back in the 70s who like really made his name for himself. Like he kind of paved the whole way of like what designers are today, like how they go through their trials and tributes of like getting to the top, and from the top where they go from there.
Mhm.
And like there's this one woman who's actually and it's a true story. So there's this one woman actress who portrays this one woman. The actress's name is Rebecca Diane, and she plays the character of Elsa Eddie, and she was like this unbelievable model of her time. And like she came up with this like she was like a jeweler. She always designed stuff, and at one point she actually designed like the bottle to Halston's like perfume. And it was a really interesting bottle because it was one of those things that didn't come like in the little spray thing. It
With
was
that little
more
pump.
Yeah, the little pump. It didn't come
Yeah.
in that. It really came in like it had this top seal to it. And what happened was is in the beginning when they were trying to advertise it, they didn't want to show the top going into the actual bottle to close because they thought it was too sexual. So they had to figure out ways to work around that. And like if you see the woman, you see the actress who plays her. I mean, she's just hands down some of the like any scene you see her in, you just know it's her. Like her outfits are amazing and they're always to the tens.
Give me her name again.
The actress's name
Diane.
Diane in Halston is the TV series. His name Halston, and her character name is Elsa Peretti. And it's just like the outfit she wears. There's just one scene, like just every outfit she wears in that show is unreal.
Because it's so important. Who is it?
Who
Is it one of these? Any of these?
No. What the hell? Where'd you go? No.
I'm Rebecca Diane Holston.
No. Type in Halston, Halston.
Okay.
All right. Go to series. Yeah, Rebecca. Yeah. Type in Rebecca. And then it's Dayan.
Jesus Christ. Her parents couldn't afford real letters, huh?
Or you could
Those are
just
commodities.
go to their images.
Is that her?
So that's the actress. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, she's attractive. I mean, she's 45. She's attractive. You said of her time. I'll give you that.
Who cares about the age? I mean, you're
I'm
attractive.
26.
You're attractive.
Yeah, well,
So
yeah,
what?
but there's attractive stages. Like I might be cute at 26. I'm not gonna be a cute 66.
If you're attractive, you're attractive. That's the end.
Yeah,
of it. Give a
I mean,
shit
look
what
at
age.
me. I'm hot.
I mean, look at me. This mustache is timeless, bitch. No,
But-
no, she's cute. She's cute.
Yeah, but
like
I feel like you're not really getting the good. I gotta show you this film.
she does have
series.
a presence to her just by looking at her some of her profile.
Yeah, she's like the 90s trope, skinny and gaunt and hasn't eaten a lot.
wow.
That's what the
Wow.
90s loved, bro. Don't be mad at me.
Yeah, I know
Nowadays,
Nev
they're
Campbell,
Yeah,
Campbell,
dude, it was
Jennifer
huge.
Aniston.
Jennifer
He's
Aniston
not
is
entirely
still
wrong.
huge,
Not
even in the
entirely
world
wrong.
of chunky bitches.
I don't know. What about? Wait, hold up.
Okay, who you got, Leon? Let me
Queen
look. I'm on
Latifah?
Google right now. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay,
not
for
yours, I
me-
know that.
No, for me, hottest.
No,
if I had to
let's
say
talk
who
here.
the hottest actress, Selma Hayek.
Spell it.
Wow, guy. Wow, guy. Selma.
Okay.
Selma Hayek, Hayek. She was in Dust Till Dawn, from Dust Till Dawn, Banditas, Desperado,
Frida.
Oh, dude, she's the wife in fucking
Grown Ups.
Thank you, Grown Ups.
You're welcome. Don't ever bring that movie up again.
Dude, I love those.
I'm
Movies.
just kidding, I'm just
such a
kidding.
fan of those movies.
I'd never
No, I'll
seen
share
them.
a screen for the viewers too. But no, she's an attractive ass woman. That's for sure. You know what I mean?
I think she's very beautiful, and I love her. I think she's a good actress overall. I every movie I've ever seen her in, she never disappoints me on screen, and I think she's very, very, very
Okay, and
attractive.
now I'll find mine.
Okay, only fair, right?
Only fair, you know.
Only fair to bring the girl from The Fault of Our Stars.
Dude, I think she's so hot. I really do. Like it's a painful hot to me. What do you guys think? I don't know. I think she's adorable.
Who's
Yeah.
this?
That's
Yeah, she's
Shailene
cute.
Woodley, leader of the Divergent series and Fault in Our Stars. I don't know. She's like a romantic actor, kind of. But I don't know. I'm super into.
I
what
mean,
she looks
this
like.
really just kind of goes to show you that beauty is really in the eye of the beholder. We all of us definitely have specific taste.
Yeah, well, Sherlock Holmes said it's based on our likes, our role models as a child, and our experiences as a child, and you can basically track what you're gonna like based on those three things.
My role model as a childhood was Janine Garofalo.
Oh my gosh, she's fantastic,
Right?
right?
I was
I
like,
don't
that
even- I don't
was
even
the
know who
first
that
woman
is.
I ever fell in love with.
She's no Margaret Cho, but she's great.
So
you
we
kidding
we
me?
get done here,
They're-
boys.
I'm fucking with
They're
you,
the right
man.
hand and
I'm
the left
fucking-
hand, man. I love them.
When we get done here, boys, I'm gonna tattoo myself on my hand. Quite drunk.
You're
Yeah.
that
All right.
drunk?
I had this one cup of Bacardi and Coke, and like you do a third of the pour, and you're like, nah, and then half of the pour, and you're like, nah, and then you do the whole
No.
bottle, and you're like,
I
ha.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I do. My dad's an alcoholic. Genetics mean I'm a good drinker, and I'm Irish, so I have excuses. That's how the world works. Coke,
Yeah,
last
I'm,
time I
checked.
I'm sad.
Earth is
wow,
flat.
Wow, I need more Bacardi.
Earth is flat, and Donald Trump is going to be president by the end of this year.
Do you see what I'm
Okay,
saying?
you got
Do
it.
you see what I'm saying? Like
This is
seriously.
all. Yeah, these are true things.
These are true things.
These are facts.
These
Now
are
understand
facts.
me. These are
Um,
facts.
I'm working on accents. I'm
Is
working
that
on
like a
speak.
Sean Connery impersonation there?
I'm
No,
working on
I was-
Russian right now, bro. That's what
I
I'm
don't know
working
what
on.
you were going for, but it sounded like Sean Connery.
No, not me.
Me?
But whatever I just said was not Russian. But no, I've been
No,
working
not
on
you,
Russian.
Leon.
Okay, good. That's what I thought. I was like,
I don't know. I was doing a voice. I didn't expect it to go anywhere, but if it sounded like Sean Connery, then I'll keep on trying it.
I'll keep on
That's-
trying it. It's a mission.
Facts. These are facts. I smack a woman in the face when she talks out of turn. It's just facts.
No, but dude, I've been trying to work on Russian. So like to speak Russian, you have to flatten the back of your tongue. Like it's Soviet. Nope, that was terrible. But like, no, dude, like it's so weird, like being told how to speak a language. You know what I mean? Because like when you speak English, I feel like I'm speaking with like 20% back of my tongue. Like the tip of my tongue is bending, and I'm speaking like just behind the tip of my tongue. And then like
Yeah.
every accent is just a different point of that.
Yeah.
And different like how you say, you know what I mean? Like Australians, they say like tin and bin and fin, like they're very high on the eyes, and so you have to like learn how to say it like that. And of
Mhm.
course, Boston is very similar. You just have to have a little coffee, a little H on the A, a little 3 H's in your car. You need a little have a harbor in the park and the
All
harbor.
right, Rich. Who gave a better Boston voice? Matt Damon or Mark Wahlberg in The Departed?
Mark Wahlberg, 100%. I think Matt Damon did a good one too. Granted, Matt Damon's a little less animated, so he didn't make it bolster. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't exploding in your face with enthusiasm.
I always kept forgetting that they were in Boston every so often in Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean?
I mean, MIT. Where else would it be?
Fucking dude, that's what makes Boston.
Couple of boys from Southie.
Couple of boys from Southie. No, dude, literally, there's more colleges in Boston per capita than there are in the whole country. That's the craziest thing about Boston. That's what makes Boston the biggest language soup. You have the level 50 shades of intelligence from diminished to replenished. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. But no, we're about at the hour mark here. So if you guys want to, we're an hour and 10 minutes or something. So you guys want to do outros, mention anything you got going on? Spencer, you want to plug any of the stuff you've been working on, or is it a secret for now?
Plug me with your magic.
I got nothing to really like website wise or anything like that, but go to Letterboxd, check out Rufio 86. You're going to see some more updated reviews. Give me a click, subscribe, make comments, whatever. I want to hear what you have to say about the comments. Let's talk movies. Let's have some fun.
Talk movies. Sweet. Leon, you got any fucking gay femboy shit to talk about?
Every day.
Let
me tell you something. Stephen King says to write for one person. I write for my wife, and my wife loves gay shit. I don't know what to tell you. I can write some space sci-fi shit. She'll go, I'll make it. I'll add two gay dudes. She goes, I like this. This is really good.
Oh my god, dude! You could probably earn points as a partner if you were bi. Like here's the secret: you can be 100th of a millionth of a percentile bi. You know what I'm saying? Just say Channing Tatum's cute, you're bi. Boom.
Right? I mean, I think Ryan Gosling's a pretty good looking guy.
He's a pretty good looking guy. He clearly must be a millionth gay, a millionth of a percentile gay.
If he came on to me like super, super strong to the point where I couldn't say no,
I might have to dump her and go fuck him. You know, like he's too cute. It's a problem.
He's just too fucking adorable. Anyways,
that's how I feel about Christian Bale.
Yeah. No. Dude, I feel about the guy from Aquaman. Oh my god, I would lick all his pecs. Dude, he's such a cute guy. He's so big. He could pick me up with one hand and just beat the shit out of me.
He could pick you up in one hand, all right.
Oh my god, he's giving you such a good time.
I would be into gay beating porn if I was dating him. Like, pick me up and beat me, and then put me down and rub me. You know what I mean? Like, he's such a strong man.
He's so strong, and then he can just hold me. He can hold me in his arms, and I can just like bury myself in his chest
when he wants. You know, like those girls who can bust watermelons with their thighs. He could bust me with his bicep. You know, yeah, no, but like
just like that.
Dude, I used to go check out guys at the mall with girls, acting like I was, you know what I mean? Like, I think guys are attractive to the point of looking at, but I don't want to fuck them. I don't want to marry them. I don't want to spend forever hanging out with them. But
you have to do the beach test.
The beach test.
What's the beach test is this. All right. So imagine yourself running on the beach along the shores, right? And it's sunset and it's romantic. Who are you holding hands with? And then you imagine that. Does it make sense that you're running down that beach romantically with a woman or a dude or Salma Hayek? If it makes sense, you're probably that.
I think I see both. Like, I see me frolicking with a girl, holding hands and dancing in a rose patch on a beach, so misappropriately placed. And then I also see me, you know, daisying along like a Captain Faggot with like 8 of my homies completely naked down the beach. So like, I see both.
We're gonna do a little wrestling. And then right after
this, I mean?
we'll eat pizza, drink beer, and probably play Nintendo Switch. It's all good, guys. We'll play Smash Brothers, and I'll smash you later.
The only rule is that crevices are clean. It doesn't matter what crevice goes where. Leave that for yourself.
And those are the rules. Those are house rules. Those are just rules, bro. That's literally policy at the Parliament Inn.
I don't have anything to link. My Twitch is Cindrox, CINDRO 0 instead of an O and X. I've been streaming more just because I don't know. I've been at my computer more. I stopped gaming for a while, and now I'm coming back to it. I'm playing a lot more. I'm trying to get more games, trying to get more into it. It's weird. I feel like I have to coax myself into gaming. It's really weird. I've been a gamer for so long, and I love gaming, but like, divulging my time between editing the podcast and doing advertisement and SEO growth and just talking to people on Discord is my normal go-to. I'll AFK RuneScape, talk to people on Discord, and edit the podcast all at the same time. Bada bing, bada boom. Click a tree. He cuts it for 30 seconds. Talk to people here and edit, you know, and you know, now I feel like I want to start playing full-fledged games to take my full attention. Yeah,
good for you, man. You're such a multitasker. I just got into playing Monster Hunter Rise. My brother just sent it to me as a birthday present.
It's a great game on Switch.
It's fun. I played the first one on PS2 a long time ago and I hated it. Well, I mean, it's not that I hated it, it's just that none of my friends bought it, so I had no one to play with. Anyways, but circling back, I did literally today finish writing the rough draft of my short novel, which it's not okay. It's not erotic. It's horror. Okay, it's horror. Emphasis on the horror. So I literally just finished writing the rough draft of that. My wife is reading it right now, so we'll see. But I have to add a couple, gay guys in there just to make it more interesting for her. We'll see.
It's an easy edit.
It will take me literally 5 seconds.
But no, great show, guys. And the show number 40. Yo, we are 12 from a year of doing this. You know what I mean? Like that's
12 weeks.
Well, yeah, the 40 plus 12 is 52. That's how many weeks there are in the year, unless it's a leap year, I guess. And
holy shit, that's right.
Yeah, so we're the lion's share of the way there. And I'm super happy with everything. But yeah, let's get on the grind here with getting some subjects nailed out. So maybe by next week, let's have some topics fleshed out. Something that you say have 10 minutes of talk about, and with interjecture, it'll be 15 to 17. You know what I mean? You've got 10 minutes if you were to speak by yourself. But yeah, the show's done. Everyone put your hand up a wave. Number 40. Killing it.